Welcome back, Scorpio, to your Astro Dice reading for April. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Remember, we do have that solar eclipse coming, plus we're getting ready for a Mercury retrograde. Woo. Okay, so we have a lot going on this month. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on. Best message is coming out. And for those of you who are new, this is where we're taking astrology with tarot and making a small horoscope using only one of the 12 houses. So, best house, please. Tell us what's going on. Best message. Hold on one second. Got the 4th house coming out with some Aries, with some North Node energy going on over here. The North Node over here is talking about the experiences that align with your soul's destiny and from which you can gain advancement in your spiritual development and karmic path. Okay, so this appears when speaking of the karmic gain and soul growth as well. So talking about that karmic journey going on. Okay, so we don't have a North and South Node card over here, so I like to use Vesto because it's the goddess within your sacred spiritual center and quiet dignity. So, okay, so that's the card we're going to use. It's talking about that spirit, talking about that center, right? So same thing, your spirit, your karma. Going straight to the Aries over here, this is talking about the energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely to occur. So, okay. Going straight into that 4th house. The 4th house is your home and the roots of your being. This is your family, your house itself, your dog, your comfort zone, right? Your house. Okay, so getting straight into the situation. So we have something that has to do with your karmic roots within your home, your family, your being, yourself. Straight into the situation. Situation is taking place in the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. Clarify on the beginning of the month, please. We're talking about domineering and controlling. Could be dealing with an Aries or Aries Taurus cusp or a Taurus. Also talking about discovering the truth when it comes to situation. You might be dealing with someone who's very stubborn at this time. You might even find that they're a little rigid about some kind of situation. It does feel about, what is this? A stubborn information that's coming in. It's almost like you're looking for some kind of excitement, but the news that's coming in seems a little like it's lack in discipline. Somebody could be domineering the situation. It looks like you want to have some kind of news. You want to have some kind of excitement, but all you're getting is heartache. I think that you wanted someone to come back around, someone to, feels like you want to go out, you want to explore, you want to have some excitement going on in the beginning of the month, but it's not happening. If anything, there's a lot of heartbreak and a lot of grief going on within the situation. It feels like somebody around you is being very, very stubborn about the situation. Maybe you want to go out and you want to go to the movies, you want to go out and have fun, but somebody else is like, I don't want to do these things. You know what I'm saying? And it could be, we're talking about family over here. Okay, so it says, yeah, over here, like almost like kind of greedy, because it does feel like they're kind of being a little self-centered about the situation. So it's like, I want to move towards this over here, but it just feels like there's some resolving conflicts that are just going to take a lot of your patience and time over here when it comes to this situation. A lot of negative thoughts and imposed restrictions going on with the 3. Yeah, because they're going to get you in your mind, right? Yeah, because you're like, I thought we were going to do these things. I thought we were going to go out. But you're noticing that they're bringing up some difficulties, within the family relations, within the 4th house, right, for no reason whatsoever. Like you want to spend time with your family members, with them, but instead we're having family ties and family wars instead of family, happiness. You because it just feels like they have a lot of excuses to why they're not doing some things. Oh, absolutely. Instead of seeing the sun mid-month, you are definitely feeling like kind of like I want to get down and I want to, you know, get out there and I want to go do some things. But you're definitely seeing that the sun is very cloudy over here because you're not seeing it going the way you want to. So the love and support that you're waiting for from this person is actually, it feels like they're after their own personal goals at this time. So it's almost like you're going to have to go ahead and play it safe. You're going to go after your own personal goals. And it does feel like the grass is not greener right now, right? Because it does feel like they're kind of doing what they want to do. It almost feels like they're kind of setting healthy boundaries for themselves. What? Yeah, sorry, they are. They're saying, well, you do know, you know, so sorry, but you know I'm working on this project. You know that I'm working. You know that I have things that I have to do. But it's like, okay, but wait a minute. You just said, right, that you were going to come clean, that you were going to do things with me. But now they're setting boundaries against you. Guarding themselves against, you know, taking away their work, taking away what they want to do, their priorities or whatever they've made priorities against their own family. Yes, so it's almost like whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're taking action on, is, yeah, a challenge. So if you're trying to manifest them coming back this way or even taking action with them, now you have, there it is, maintaining your own control, you holding your own as, you know, because they're becoming a challenge now as they're putting up boundaries against you. Yep, it was like, so without a lot of tension, a lot of strife. It's the same thing. It's like, you know, it's kind of like if you want the happy home, the happy life, then you need to have the happy wife scenario, you know, even if you guys are women and you're, you know, happy men, happy husband, you know, situation. But it's the same thing. It's almost like if you want the family contentment, then you're going to have to, you know, do exactly what, you know, what we need to do because you know, I have my own things that need to happen. This work needs to come first before play, but it's kind of to the scenario. They said they were going to turn over a new leaf and they were not going to be a workaholic or whatever the situation is. They went against their word. I'm sorry, that's literally what it says in this reading. They went against their word. Because it says they came clean, rethought the approach, and said they were going to go out and have some fun with you. As soon as you approached them to say that you want to go out and have some fun, they told you no, not this week. And it's almost like you're saying, okay, well, how about next week? And now all of a sudden they're putting restrictions on the restrictions of the boundaries, putting restrictions on, you know, when we're going to go do things. My timing. I'll tell you when. And it's almost like they're telling you, well, if you want to have the happy wife, happy life type scenario, then you're going to have to do pretty much what I want and, you know, do it the way we need to do things. Otherwise, our house is going to be upside down. 4 of Wands in reverse. You have the fourth house going on. So it's literally saying your home and the roots of your being are being uprooted. So, you know, that's the breakdown in communication. If you want no home conflict, then you need to, you know, listen to what I'm telling you. And it's kind of like, but that's not what we are going through. So this is kind of like them trying to establish meaningful kind of like connections with you through the understanding of what's going on from their point of view. Huh? Okay, this is very one-sided. Wait, this whole reading is very one-sided. This literally is one-sided. I'm sorry, this is definitely one-sided. If you're saying we can only do things when I'm ready to do things, then that's them being literally in domination and control where they said they weren't going to do that. Literally going against themselves. Okay. I see the karmic trench. I see where the karma is coming through in the North Node. Okay, so it's almost like to the point where it's like, okay, so what are you learning in this situation? You know, because it's like you have to say within the North Node, what are we learning? We're learning that it's either his way or her way or the highway. That's what you're learning. And not only that, you're learning that they don't like you coming up telling them that they're this or that or this, and then they'll come clean about the situation because they don't like to be seen as the bad guy, but then in the end, they still want it their way or the highway. Huh? Because that's literally what it's saying. You said, but you're trying to dominate the situation. They said, yeah, you know, I'm a little busy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We should probably do things together. But as soon as the shit hits the fan and you're ready to do something, but not this week. Right? And you're like, okay, I'm ready. And they're like, not right now. Not this week. So then you're like sad. Right? I thought we were still going to do that. So you come back the mid-month and you're like, okay. And they're like, no, it's my way or the highway. That's not what I said. And then they're challenging you. And now they're putting, right, because I'd already put, well, maybe next, maybe the 18th or so. Right? But we're going to have some boundaries over here of how things are going to work. Right? There's some restrictions. And then over here, it's kind of like, well, it's just my way or the highway. I'm sorry. Don't go making plans until I tell you. Do you want a happy house or not? You know what I'm saying? Do you want a happy relationship or not? Because otherwise, if you think you're doing something, what? And it just feels like all you want is maybe like some time out, to take some kind of short vacation, ignite the spark, try to fix things, whatever. Maybe you even just want to fix the house up, take it how it resonates, whatever's going on. But it's almost like to the point where if they don't say so, then that's too bad. Sorry, that's what I'm getting. A family atmosphere is based on what they want the family atmosphere based on. It's based on them. End of the month. Not liking this story very much because it seems very selfish. I mean, like, way. Okay, so the High Priestess. You're starting to realize that, boy, are you starting to realize, you're in High Priestess mode. You're just like, okay, well, I'm starting to see the extreme of the situation. The extreme of the situation is the Temperance upside down, and anytime the Temperance is upside down, it's saying this is an extreme situation. This is like beyond the norm. Right, so you're going to start to withdraw. You might even feel a little loneliness and it might even distance yourself from this situation because you're kind of like lost your way over here. How could you not, though? They pretty much told you we ain't doing shit until I tell you we can. Don't get excited. Don't start making plans or anything. I'll let you know when you can spend money or we're leaving the house or doing something important or anything in general. I'll let you know when you can talk. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. That's kind of how I see it. Okay. Hey, you can say it's over-exaggerated. Maybe it's something super small. Maybe it's something super over-exaggerated. Whatever. But no matter what it is, it's extreme and excessive. And you feel like they're kind of overindulging in kind of like their own personal power over here. Sorry. Right? This is very unfair. Justice in reverse. Don't kill the reader. The reader is saying, gosh, you might even feel like you're kind of in a punishment mode. Are they punishing me or should I punish myself? What the hell's going on? I definitely don't want to do anything because then I have to be accountable for anything that goes on. The struggle is surreal. The end of the month is just the freaking same. I'm sorry, guys. I literally see the end of the month as being the same as the middle of the month. I don't really see any difference. No, they're just overcommitted to their work. They're doing what they want to do. They feel the only difference is they're feeling kind of disorganized right now. So them being disorganized means that you guys are going to miss all kinds of missed opportunities and chances. My God, you guys, don't buy any kind of ticket to go anywhere or do anything at this point because you might miss out on some kind of situation. There it is right there. 5 of Pentacles, karmic lesson. The karmic lesson within this situation is that, well, you see it right then and there. It's a karmic trench that goes over and over and over and over again. And you just keep doing the same thing and it just ends up to the same. You might even be trying to do something a little bit different, but it isn't that much different. So it still has the same outcome. Yeah, because this relationship is no direction. It literally has no direction. The direction is a freaking circle. It's just this. It's literally the snake eating its own tail. Because really, in seriousness, is just inaction, where you're just going to feel overwhelmed about the situation. You know, and literally at the end of the month, there's really nothing there. It's really the same. Frustrated, inconsistent, trying to plant seeds where I don't feel like I should even be planting any seeds. I guess I'm not going to plant any seeds. Fuck it all. Screw it. Because really, there's no expansion in the wisdom. Because you've come to the conclusion of the high priestess. There's nothing I can really do at this time until he or she says so. So I'm not going to engage in anything. I'm just going to go to work, do my thing, and do whatever the hell they do. And maybe they'll come back and they'll say something. I mean, seriously, that's what it is. I mean, come on, it's only a month. I mean, really, seriously, how much is going to change? I mean, it's not like you're going to, you're going to find some like golden grail or something and the whole world's going to change. No. It's all about just unconditional love, learning. There's that karmic learning, right? That's it. It says, and nurture yourself. Because why? Because there's nothing else in the world to do at this point but just nurture yourself. Try to get the sleep that you need. Don't let them keep you up all night, right? And try to find positive-minded people that you can talk to at this time, because all it really is in the end is them triggering you. And that's really what it is. They're just going to continue to keep giving you triggers. Triggers, triggers, triggers. Okay? So, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.